She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this, y'all know I'm always fixing my damn hair. And this is my review for Black & Crew New York. This is season 6, episode 6, and yeah, hope everyone had a good Wednesday. I had an eventful day today, but it is what it is. Tomorrow will be better, and we just here to talk about what happened on Black & Crew. And I have a few other reviews to do tonight, because we have 911 to come on tonight. We have If Loving You Is Wrong to come on tonight, and Little Women in Atlanta. So yeah, it's gonna be a long night for me, but it is what it is. So as I said, I hope everyone had a great day today, and we'll have one tomorrow. So the episode picks up right where the last, well, not right where the last one went off, because the last episode went off with Donna fighting old girl. So this one picks up after the fight, and it's like the next day or whatnot. And so, of course, all of the people is in the shop talking about it. We got Ted is in there, Alex is in there, Bay, Kid. Who was the only people who weren't there was Sky and C's. And Donna wasn't there yet. So they're talking and laughing like, yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe Donna did that. Donna got them licks in. Donna got old girl together. So they kind of show a slow motion version of the fight. So I'm like, oh, Donna did get some licks in. Like, Donna was getting it. Donna was getting... Donna was getting it down. She was like, she got her little good licks in. I didn't see all of that in the last episode, because y'all know how they do when they show the fight. Sometimes they don't show everything. They'll show bits and pieces and cut and paste and put it all together. We don't know what really happened. We see how, Bae was kind of involved. We see even how Ted was sitting right there, and he had to get out the way because Donna kind of dabbed on all of them. So that was funny. But Ted then said, you know what, all this that. I think Donna fucking that lady. And I'm like, Ted, Donna don't fuck everybody. Donna kind of do fuck everybody. But I'm like, I don't think she fucked this old lady. So then Donna walk in. She's like, yeah, hey, y'all, I brought some drinks, to make up for the whole thing at the party and whatnot. And because, they always drinking. It is what it is. So Ted like, Donna, be honest. Is you and your roommate, fucking, did you see with that girl? And she was like, I do like older women, and I have done things with older women, but not anyone as old as her. And, she basically said no. So we like, okay, well, it is what it is. From there, she's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put her name, her address, and her phone number, basically all her contact information on Backpage. Now, Backpage is dangerous because, here in Michigan, we had females who was, getting contacted on Backpage, and they ended up getting killed. Like, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, I think it was, where it was girls and meeting guys on Backpage, and some guy was literally, like, killing them and, like, burning their bodies and putting them in trunks. It was crazy here in Michigan. Not in Michigan, it was in Detroit. And let's call it spade a spade. And I do think they finally caught the guy, and it was a whole thing about it. It was crazy. So from there, they like laughing and joking or whatever. And then Kid like, where y'all manager at? Where's Sky at? She always talking about how she run things, how she can make things better, blah, 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 blah. She did a really good impression of Sky, because Sky is loud. That is how her voice be. And she's like, so where she at now? She ain't here. I need to fix the It was funny. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I giggled. It was what it was. From there, we see Alex, who Vagina Slayer, and he's meeting up with his baby mama. Now, we see that him and a girl met in college. They, hooked up or whatever, and she ended up getting pregnant when they were still in college. But he don't see them as often because they broke up after the fact, but they still co-parent, which is a great thing. Sometimes things don't work out, but it's always good to co-parent. You know what I'm saying? Have that co-parenting relationship. However, he lived in New York, and I guess she lived in Albany. I'm not a New Yorker, so I don't know how far Albany... Well, I know because it says 2 hours away. So he said, he doesn't see his son as often as he would like, but he tries to make sure that he is in his son's life as much as he can. And I feel like when you don't live in the same city as your child, and it is a 2-hour drive, some people be like, well, just drive 2 hours every day. You can, but it depends on what your job is with the kid. It just, it can take a lot. But at least we see his son know who he is. At least we didn't see the baby mama walk in. Like, what the fuck you doing, Alex? Why you not? She didn't do all that. He just said, did you bring the baby back? And she's like, yeah. He like, do I need to get more pampers? She's like, yeah. But it wasn't like a weird, awkward, I can't stand you, I ain't bring you no supplies, you can bounce. It was a good little co-parenting situation. And then she left him with the baby. And, he says how, he doesn't want to be that sometime dad, that dad who just comes around every once in a while, who be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come over, and then don't. He wants to be like as good of a dad as he can, even though he don't live closer to his son. And I think that is great. He was saying how when he was younger, before he had his son, he was in these streets, doing things. He'd been arrested a few times. I'm like, Alex, I mean, he don't look tough to me. Alex looked like a dude who like just smoke weed and chill. Like, I wouldn't have pegged him to be like no kind of gangster, like in the streets gangster. I get everybody, be hood, but I'm like, I didn't peg him for that, so that's different to see. And he was saying how his son is the reason that he left the street light alone, because he wanted his son to look at him as an amazing father, and he wanted his son just to be amazed by him just in general. And I'm like, that's a good reason to do it. Some people had kids and they still be the same asshole they were before they had a child. At least he, realized, I can't keep doing the same thing I've been doing. I can't keep getting arrested, being in these streets, selling drugs, or doing whatever, gang banging. He made a decision and he kind of tried to better himself. So that's admirable. We like it. It is what it is. The next thing we see, now we back in Atlanta. And what is Caesar doing in Atlanta? He's partying. They do more partying than tattooing. The damn show should not be called Black Ink Crew. It should be called Black Ink Goddamn Party Crew, because y'all do nothing but party. I mean, out of every episode, y'all don't even do much tattooing anymore. Like, I remember when Black Ink Crew first came on, they were showing them do at least one. It'd be like at least one or two people getting a tattoo every episode. Now, in between the tattooing stuff was all the other foolishness. Now, all they do is foolishness, and it's a tattoo maybe every 2 or 3 episodes. I'm like, I don't know, I guess if they like it, I love it. So in Atlanta, C's partying it up. Sky not there. Sky supposedly in New York. And C's like, yeah, when the day is over, we gonna party. Let's all get wasted. That's how you lose money, though. You can't keep partying. You're gonna waste the money. We see Persuasion is there, saying his fake ass girlfriend. And, he's saying like, well, she still thinks she's my girlfriend. She don't get it. I tried to text her and I told her it's over. She still don't get it. She there as if, this my man, ladies. Get out the way. Get off my man. Back up, back up, back up. If you have to tell people that's your man, that ain't your man. That's my personal opinion. When you have to tell someone who you are, you ain't that person. You just someone who around and they tolerate. And that's kind of what she is. So, from there, but not only that, I'm not just Persuasion. The next contestant on the Blue Hair Chronicles of VH1, the people on VH1 and this blue hair irks my nerves. We already have 1,000 people on Love and Hip Hop with this damn blue hair. Now here come Persuasion with a head full of blue like goddamn go Smurf. Girl, I just can't deal with blue hair anymore. It just gets on my nerve. So then who do we see come in? Here comes Sky all loud. Hey, everybody. Sky's back into, C's like, what the fuck is she doing here? I'm like, I mean, technically she do live in Atlanta. We're gonna, I guess so. And he like, what is you doing here? Why, who you left in charge of Black Ink? In Chicago, in New York. And she's like, I live in Atlanta. I was tired of being in New York, so I came home. I live here. I didn't leave anybody in charge. You know what I'm saying? You can take that up with kid. And he like, you can't leave the inmates in charge of the prison. My thing is, you don't need an everyday manager in order for Black Ink to run. But Sky in charge ain't no better than anybody else. Sky, this is wild, if not wilder than the other people. I don't see why they just didn't make Walt the damn manager. It makes sense. Walt, for the most part, makes logical decisions. For the most part, he's funny, but he makes, you know what I'm saying? Because we see Melody ain't back yet, so we're gonna. Is she really done with the show? I don't know. We shall have to see. Anywho, when she like, I don't know, you can talk to Kit or talk to Kit when you get back. I don't care. I'm here to party. Well, see, think either because he didn't take no time to even make a phone call to see what's going on in New York. He continued to party too. He's talking to Sky, telling her, we see how he was Skyping Sky or talking to Sky over the phone, saying how Persuasion still think they a couple or whatnot. And Sky like, he doesn't know how to break up with somebody, so I guess I'm going to intervene and let her know that things is crazy. And then, she walked up to Persuasion. And she's like, hey, girl, I got a boyfriend now, be a couple or whatever. She's like, who your man, girl? Who your man? She was like, me and C's. Scott was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. C's got an STD. And I'm like, what the? Just. And she said it and then said, go get yourself checked out. I gotta go. And then she walked away. Now, Persuasion, for the most part, did look shocked. It almost looked like she wanted to cry. I'm not sure if she's an actress, because again, I didn't watch her on whatever other show she was on. But to me, she looked shocked, like, damn, is my coochie gonna fall off? Girl, it might. Y'all know us, she blending the burns. You can't be having that raw sex with people. And so from there, everybody's still partying, party. They all trying to get wasted. But then we see somebody comes to break the party up. And who comes to break the party up? The damn police. Now, I'm like, why is there so many police coming in there? And I'm like, is they finna arrest somebody? Like, is Scott going to jail? Is Persuasion going to jail? Is C's going to jail? Like, still old child support? What's going on? Turns out, supposedly, the city neighborhood people have filed complaints against the Black Ink Crew, like 400 complaints for noise issues, because they be loud as them. They keep partying. They trying to get wasted. So the cops like, per this complaint signed by 400 people or whatever, 400 petitioners, we are shutting y'all down for a noise ordinance failure to whatever. They just too damn loud. And they like, in order to get it fixed, you gotta go down to city county and get it handled. I'm not surprised because, in some neighborhoods, if you open up a place and if it is in a residential place, they will do stuff like that. Now, I don't know where the Black Ink Lantern shop is at. I don't know if it's in a residential area and if they just too dang on loud and the people who are there at night trying to sleep gets tired of it. That I can understand. But if you in a business district and if ain't no other businesses open, what you complaining for? Girl, bye. So we'll see how that goes down. The next thing we see, Donna and the Perceptions girl. I can't remember her name. Is Jada? I think it's Jada. It could be Jade. I know it's one of the two, but y'all know what I mean. The blue-haired Receptionist girl. Her and Donna is out apartment hunting because Donna needs someone to stay. Why? Because Donna is still technically homeless. I mean, she's still checking up with her man, but that ain't gonna last too long. We all know that. So she's trying to find her own place to live. So, she meeting with like a retailer. A realtor. He's meeting with a realtor to look at a couple of apartments. Now, the first one he took her to, he like, we gotta go downstairs. She like, downstairs? What? He like, yeah, it's a basement apartment. Now, even when he said basement apartment, I was like, hold up. I don't want to live down below because I just assume that's where bugs be at because the bugs come from down below and they come up high. I don't want to be down there with the bugs. And he take her down. He like, well, no, once you see this apartment, you're gonna really, like, down basement apartments. And he walking her through this place that to me looked like at the end of the corridor it's gonna be Freddy Krueger and Jason trying to fight each other, and I don't want to go down that path. But he like, just keep coming, come on. That same thing rapists and murderers say. They just keep saying, come on through this goddamn corridor, and then they got your ass. But luckily she got cameras. So when she do get to the place, it was really nice. It was very, very nice. It had like a little back patio area. It was a really, really nice basement apartment. However, it cost $4,000. And what Donna ain't got, it's $4,000 a month for a goddamn going basement apartment. And he like, well, that's a steal here in Hell's Kitchen. I'm like, I don't even want to live somewhere called Hell's Kitchen. It just don't. I'm not a New Yorker, so I don't know. That's like here in Detroit. I don't want to live in Brightmoor. It's a popular hood, but I don't want to live over there. No, thank you, no, ma'am, no, sir. But I know people from Brightmoor, so it is what it is. I don't care. So the next place he take her to go see, it's also a nice apartment. This one is only $2,000 a month. This one is in Harlem. It wasn't in Harlem? Yes, in Harlem. And she's like, even I know that's a steal for, an apartment here in New York because I know how expensive it is to live here. So I know $2,000. That's a deal. And she's like, oh my God, and it has a washer and a dryer unit in here, so I ain't got to go to the laundromat to wash clothes. I'm like, I guess that's a good thing in New York. I'm not sure. Here in our apartments, we have we have a laundry room in the basement, but you do need quarters for it. So I guess if that's in your apartment and you love it, it is what it is. So, she just happy. So then we see the building manager come in of the building, because she meet with a realtor, but of course still the building people was one who have to approve you to, rent a house or rent an apartment. And then he walking around, he looking, he like, what, I recognize you from the news. You know what? We can't rent to you because of your situation. We have to be careful of who we let rent our stuff. Because of course on that whole little show thing, it made her look like she was a bad tenant. And she pissed like, that's discrimination. I'm gonna check on my lawyer because I'm pretty sure, that's some kind of discrimination. I don't think it's discrimination. But at the same time, I don't think they can legally tell you we're not gonna rent you because we saw you on TV and somebody accused you of something. I don't know if they can do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't, cause I mean, if OJ got a house and he lives somewhere, I mean, it is people who do crazy things and they still have to live somewhere. But I get, but no, being a murderer and being a bad person who, well, not a bad person, but a person who messes up apartments is two different things. Because if you kill someone, I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. Anywho, I do think it was wrong of them to say they not gonna rent to her based on some allegations on TV, because you don't know if it's really true. She wasn't found guilty of anything. Someone that said she did something. However, at the same time, an apartment complex has the right to deny you. Period. I think he should not have done was said they should have just said, okay, we'll see what we can do, and they should just deny her ass in private. He shouldn't have told her like, oh, I saw you on the news, we ain't gonna rent you. I think that's the part where she felt like she was being discriminated against for something that wasn't even in her mind true. So it was what it was. The next thing that we see, Alex coming to the shop, and he's upset. I'm like, oh, Alex, what's wrong? I'm thinking he'd be upset because his baby went home, he missed his son, and he just a little sad or whatever. But no, he like, I got this little court case coming up, I'm just a little sad. And it was Walt, Ted, and it was either Bay or Kit, one of the two. I can't remember which one it was. I know it wasn't Donna though. And he's like, I got to go to court for this whole court thing. It's little, but it is what it is. They're like, well, what's going on with it? He's like, well, I'm on probation. I got this little assault charge. I was charged with assault on a police officer. I'm looking like an assault on a police officer. Oh, he was really gangster. So he goes and say how, he has to go to court because he missed some payments on his probation. For people who are on probation, they usually have probation fees, and the fees can be however much you got to pay per month the whole time when you're on probation. And after when you miss a payment, they can even violate you. They can, so you have to make your payments or whatnot. So he ain't made a payment, but some payments we don't know at this point. And, he's like, the charge was from 2 years ago when he was like, he said that he was kind of profiled or whatever. He's saying how his father was in them streets, and because his dad was in the streets and the cops knew of his father, they told him, once you're of age, we coming after your ass too. And he's like, so I've been arrested a few times. He's like, so this particular time when I was arrested for this particular case, he said somebody, he was walking on the street, he had maybe some weed on him or something, and he didn't want to get caught, and because he didn't want to miss the birth of his son, he like, so I ran. He's like, so when they caught up, he's like, they caught me. He's like, with the cop, supposedly had some injuries. He said like a broken rib. He said like 3 injuries, and I'm looking like a broken rib. I mean, you can't accidentally get a broken rib. I was like, okay, well, that's different. So, I mean, I don't know what it is, what it is. And he was like, from there, they locked him up, of course. So he is on probation from that particular thing. He's like, they're like, oh, well, it's just one case. It's nothing. No, you'll be okay. He's like, nah, this ain't that was my first arrest. My only arrest. I'm like, oh, well, how many times you been arrested? He's like, about 8. I'm like, well, goddamn it. Then he went into how his dad was, his dad and that or whatever, and how they kept messing with him. He's like, so I feel like they kept picking on me and they kept arresting me for a little bullshit because who my dad was. And in real life, I can't speak of the things that a black man goes through in life because I'm not a black man, I'm a black woman. And even though we all have our own injustice to deal with, I couldn't imagine being a black man in America because we know for a fact they do get profiled and attacked and, targeted for different things, be it arrest, be it just anything. It's just so many things that they can be, a target of. And, he was like, because my dad was in the streets, that's what made me want to do better. But, I ended up getting caught up in it. But I'm trying to be a better person now. For the past 2 years, I've been good. But this little court case still on my head. So Ted, like, I can understand that, because my pops was in jail. My older brother in jail for life now. My other brother is facing life in prison. I've been in jail. I'm like, well, goddamn it, Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is what it. So I don't think I knew Teddy been to jail. I guess I just assumed it, though. I just wondered what he was arrested for. Like, what was he in jail for? But he didn't say that part. But he like, he like, we didn't win the court date or whatever. He like, oh, the court is in like a day or two. So Ted said, I'm going to go down there with you so that you're not by yourself. I'm like, you know what? That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to support, people around you. And it could just be him. Because if his dad is in jail, Alex, if his dad is in jail and it's just him, it is a good feeling to have someone go to court with you, so you feel like somebody got your back. And, you know, whatever happens, someone knows what happened. So whether you get off, whether you get arrested, whatever happens, someone is there with you to see what goes on. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's so cool. You know, back in Atlanta. And this whole scene, this is the reason I'm almost like I'm not even here for the whole antics of the Atlanta shop. Because, you know, we see Sky and Caesar at this fake ass council city hall meeting or whatever with these fake ass residents, and it just made me mad because I'm like, this is not a real scene. And it could have been a real scene, but for me it just felt like a fake ass scene. And so the guy talking whatever issues different people spending up like, yo, I'm mad because my dog this, and I'm mad because trash that, you know, blah 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 blah. Then another guy gets up like, okay, then this is the reason we here. That is not the reason y'all here. Okay, let's stop it. He said, you know, we have 400 complaints about Black Ink Crew, you know, with the noise ordinance and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I just felt like this scene, it was funny, but stupid. I didn't care about it. They could have kept it. You know, I wasn't here for it. You know, Sky get up to talk to defend them, you know, whatever. And she like, what y'all problem with us? You know, we love it being here. You know, we want to be part of the community. Sky was typical loud Sky. What's your problem? What's that? Y'all don't like us? You can't be that way in every situation. And people like Sky. I don't dislike Sky. Because sometimes I think she just teamed too much. And I just wanted to calm her ass down. So, you know, C's then get up, and because people sound like, well, yeah, you know, y'all be loud. One lady said, you know, I be putting my kids to bed, y'all wake them back up because y'all loud at night. It be like 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's why I said I don't know if their business is in a residential area, because if it is, you do have to be careful about being loud at night because you're in a residential area. But it is what it is. You know, Sky wasn't being normal. She was being extra stupid. So C's get up and he talk. Because one guy said, you know, y'all new in the community and in the neighborhood, you know, y'all have to give respect to get respect, and y'all ain't been doing that. And I'm like, okay, I completely get it if they haven't been doing that. So when C's get up and he says, like, you know, look, if we were too loud, you know, y'all could have just came over to the shop and said, hey, can you quiet down? You know, y'all didn't have to do this whole petition thing to get us shut down. You know, we new to the neighborhood. We want to be involved in the community. We want to make the community better. He gave a whole spiel that Sky could have said but didn't say. And the neighborhood, they like, okay, well, we're going to see how it's going to go. But again, I wasn't here for the whole scene. I got what C's was saying. It was cool. But I was looking like, girl, bye. I don't even care. Even this next scene with Donna. Donna called everybody. She like, you know, I want y'all to all get dressed in black and meet me at the shop. So they all get there, they dressed in black. On the receptionist girl, Jada, because I can't remember what her name is, she come dressed for the club. And she like, well, you know, when somebody tell me to get dressed in all black, I assume we going to a party, so I'm dressed for a party. I'm looking like, girl, oh, little girl. So Donna come in, and she dressed like a straight-up cat burglar, and they like, what is we doing? Donna came in with eggs and tissue paper to, they gonna go TP and egg this lady house, her old roommate. I mean, was it funny? Kinda. You know, she had made a whole little poster thing where she was had the lady like in a bathing suit, and it was stupid. It was funny, but it was stupid. But then they all take a van, and I'm pretty sure this was either an Uber van or production had them in a van and drove them over there, because I don't think one of them owned a damn car. And my thing is, you can't do dirt in an Uber or a Lyft or a damn production van. It's just stupid, because the illegal things you're doing is now, because if they see you egging that lady house, which is technically vandalism, and it's on camera, bitch, you can go to jail. They went to this lady house. They threw some eggs. They put up some, you know, the little banner stuff saying the lady was stupid and whatnot, and the whole pictures. It was, you know, I mean, it was funny for what it was, because then, you know, Ted or Walk kept on saying, I hear the police, we gotta go. And then they kind of rushing back to the van. As I said, it was probably a production van or an Uber, because that ain't their car. And they all jump off and they pull away. The only funny part was, at the shop, Young Babe was like, why y'all wasting these eggs? Young Babe was about to eat a raw egg. Ugh, it was disgusting. Donna knocked it out her hand, was like, babe, you are not in Korea anymore. Stop that shit. So that part to me was funny. Little scene where Bae and Donna was talking in the tattoo shop, and Donna was saying how she need to get a man with a 401k, and Bae like, our man is our 401k, girl. And then Bae, I don't know if Bae was joking or not, when she said, my man is my 401k, so I'll make sure he go to work every day so that I can sit at home, with my diamonds on. I can drink champagne and eat lobster and basically be fancy. I hope she was joking, because my thing is, I don't think it's smart for any woman to sit back and wait for a man to bring home the money, because when he leave, if he leave, you don't have no money. Like Anais asked on God Dang on Love and Hip Hop Miami, not Miami, Love and Hip Hop New York, who is homeless and we're trying to move in with Rich, but it is what it is. We then see Alex do a tattoo on some guy, and he just saying how he nervous about court. He been good for the past 2 years, and he's just trying to stay out of trouble for his son, so his son can look at him as a hero, and that's really it. The tattoo he did on the oboe was dope. It was like a clock with flowers or whatever around it to symbolize the love of his grandfather who had just passed away and the time that he lost because his grandfather passed away. So it was really cute. We then see young Bae get a phone call from her mom. And at first I'm like, why is Bae speaking weird? I'm like, oh, she's speaking Chinese or Korean. I think she's Korean. She was speaking, Korean. And her mom was just basically saying that her father found her or tried to contact her. And so young Bae was saying, how did he find you? Well, no, just come to America, just come to the States, come to the U.S. Just come here. You have to leave where you are. Her boyfriend didn't come in because the phone hang up or whatever. She crying and praying because she's nervous. And, he like, what's wrong? She's like, my father has always threatened to kill us forever. We had to run to get away from him. And people don't realize some people of other cultures, when the women be like, the man is crazy and they will kill you, they really will. Like, it ain't nothing to play with. So the fear that young Bae and her mom has is absolutely real, because we've all seen those crazy videos of things that happen in other countries, and we see, I remember seeing one, I did not mean to see it, it was on my goddamn timeline on Facebook, but it was a man who was cutting a lady's head off, and it was like his wife. Fucking crazy. So, I think the fear of her crazy ass daddy trying to find them to kill them is probably real, probably because she left and he mad. So, her fear is completely logical. But she's saying, I don't know, he found her on Facebook, he sent her a message, so we don't know if he know her location, but I can't protect her if she there, but I also just don't know what to do. I'm just scared because he's crazy. He's always threatening to kill me, my sister, my mom, and she said, so when it got that bad, we just had to get away from him, we just had to run. And she's like, my mom, who lives in Korea, has been hiding. She's been in hiding ever since. Can you imagine your mama having to be in hiding from your damn daddy? I mean, that shit is crazy. So she's basically just worried because she don't know what to do. The next scene that we see, this is why I say the whole Atlanta scenes irk my damn nerves, is Sky and C's at an old folks home. Sky is in there trying to have these old people do aerobics, but not aerobics for old people, like aerobics for people her age and her size. Girl, you gonna kill them damn people. Point blank, she loud, she yelling. Again, it's Sky being Sky. I think they were like, Sky, just be extra. Be your extra self, and we're gonna record it. And I think sometimes she needs to know how to reel it in to not always be that crazy person. So C's like, Sky, chill out. So then he gets up there. He's less animated. So they do some workout stuff. They had old folks play bingo. They was putting together some puzzles. Typical stuff you do at the old folks home. And I guess it was that way of saying, because the shop for right now is shut down, they trying to still be active in the community so the community can know they really there to be a part of it. Next. Oh, and, we see Alex and Teddy, and they're at Alex's court date. Now, Alex's court date is in Jersey, and Ted like, this is real different. So I guess the court system, yeah, that's true, because even the court system here in Michigan, like our Wayne County court is completely different than like Oakland County court. Like it's handled two different ways. So in Jersey, Ted like, this is different or whatever. He like, yeah, it's real different over here. So, Alex into the courtroom, and, he hoping he can just pay what he owe for probation, and, let that be that. So, they call him up there, and the judge said, I think either the judge said it or the prosecution people or the probation officer people, like he's supposed to pay $10 a month for probation. He's missed the payment since like March of whatever, and he basically owed $82. I'm like, you paid $10 a month, and you missed your little $10 payment, look, Alex, you can't blame that on the police. You can't blame that on probation. Even if they fucked you over and have you on probation, if all you have to do is pay $10 a month, you can do it. I know your tattoo's got to be at least $100. I know it. And then you only got to do if you do one tattoo a month, the first thing you do is send off that damn $10. Matter of fact, just send off a couple $10. The fact that you in court because you have missed $10 fucking payments, it makes you look bad. Like, you can't even blame that on nobody else, bro. You can't. So, he owes $82, and they said that he also missed a hearing. He like, I ain't missed no hearing. I ain't know about no hearing. I thought I was just here because of the payment stuff. And so they show him, like, whatever documents showing that he had a hearing, but he just didn't know about it. So they're like, okay, that's, we gonna forget about that. The judge can say, are you prepared to pay, the $82 that you owe? He like, yeah, I can do that. He then said, okay, to make sure that your probation fees are paid by the time you get off probation, can you afford to now pay $45 per month to, make sure that you're caught up? He like, yeah, I can do that. He like, they like, is you working? Like, yeah, I'm working. And so the judge like, okay, well, that's it. We're going to have you sign this. I'm going to get you'll be good. These are new payment stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, that was, okay. Quick, easy, he good. So from there, the judge then, like, he signed the little thing. The judge then says, okay, you have some other issues to address with the sheriff's office, so just follow their directions. The damn sheriff, if people come up, put your hands behind your back. He like, what? They like, put your hands behind your back. They handcuff him, and him and Ted both looking like, what the fuck going on? Like, the judge said that he was good. Like, why they arrested him now? Why they put him in handcuffs? I mean, Ted looked confused. Alex, he like, what the fuck? He looked confused too. And I was confused, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, because typically if it's some other issue, they bring it up before you sign whatever. And the judge didn't even go into detail about the reason he had to talk to the sheriff's department. And so they lead him away. And Alex like, is this serious? And the cop was like, yeah, you have 2 warrants for your arrest. You have 2 outstanding warrants and like 2 different counties or whatever. So, we taking you in. And they handcuffed that man and took him and like arrested him. I'm like, Alex like, I don't have 2 warrants. And he was shocked, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then Ted like, you know what? He said that he fucking with him. So this, it looks to be true because he came here for one issue and they was waiting for him to take him in for something else. Now, they did not say what the 2 warrants was for. If it's for jaywalking, if it's child support, we don't know what it's for, and it goes off with him being put in a little paddy wagon or whatever. I'm like, your ass should have paid them down $10 a long time ago when you wouldn't have been in court. But, I can't wait to see what happens on the next episode. We see Oh Shit comes back the next episode. I miss Oh Shit. But I like how he took a break to get his shit together. And, I love that about it. So, next week will be interesting. I am about to watch If Loving You Was Wrong, and then probably The Little Women in the Land. So I can do those tonight. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Jay Lee. Put your comments below. Remember to put your comments below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. That's what you need to do. And also put a comment down there about your thoughts or concerns of the episode or about my review. And this is what it is. But anywho, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.